I'm gonna be doing an experiment of taking creatine every single day and noting the changes in strength and everything, because I haven't taken creatine in like a year now, so we're kind of reset at our creatine level. So let's get into it. So,
What is that?
cocaine.
Sure, looks like it.
What do you think it is?
Is it creatine?
Yeah. So, look, man, I'm gonna be so for real. I've only had 2 doses of creatine, and I did my push workout yesterday, but I didn't really feel any strength gains or like I could push through a bit more. In fact, it felt a bit worse because I'm trying to fix my form to be completely up, because I used to lag down, so I've tried to been fixing that. So it is harder, but I haven't noticed any like increased reps or increased strength yet. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on with my hair, bro. This is such an awkward length. But I think my chest volume has gone up a little bit. I definitely see like some of my titty mass coming back, but like I don't feel stronger. Okay, I just did my pull-up workout. I think this is my 3rd day of having it, so I'm not expecting anything quick, but you know, this is just my thoughts and feelings as the thing goes along. But you know, I don't feel stronger, like I can do more, or but I do think I maintain like a higher average strength just by like probably 5% maybe. But we'll keep going, see what happens. So with this creatine thing, I think on my sprints, it definitely helps in a way. I know ATP is used for sprinting. I'm 100% sure on that. And on my first sprint, I feel I usually do 100 meters or less. But in that first sprint, I'm pretty sure I could have gone 200 meters. Like, sometimes you just feel like you can go further. And then the subsequent sprints after that, I didn't feel like I go further. It just felt like exhausted already. But I recovered quicker. And I think that's due to the creatine. So one thing I've noticed when taking creatine, I don't know if it's just when I'm taking creatine, I've noticed it before, but I'm interpreting my thoughts now, is that there's 3 phases to a working set, and that's you're feeling strong with your set, then you're feeling tired, and when people feel tired in their muscles, I'm pretty sure that's where they misinterpret it as muscular failure. So that's when the set gets slightly uncomfortable, and that's when people stop. And then there's actual muscular failure where you literally cannot do another rep, and it's a very particular feeling of your muscles literally being super unstable, and you're literally using all the force you can, and your body just won't let you use the strength because your muscles are literally failing. And I think with that particular dip set, with those particular weighted dips that I did, it was like the first few sets were very linear. It would be strong reps for 7 or 8 reps, and then 1 to 2 reps of tiredness, and then the last 1 or 2 reps of being actually struggling, like, not because I'm tired, but because my muscles are actually giving out. And then, so it was like that for almost all the sets except the last set. The last set in particular, I felt at that point I failed due to just my body and my muscles being tired. So, yeah, that's one thing that I note. It wasn't due to my muscles, it was just because I was tired. So, that's one thing to keep in mind. With that, I didn't even put any creatine in my cup, bro. What am I doing? But yeah, with that said, I'm gonna have some creatine right now. One mistake that I did when eating creatine before is, like, I just put a scoop in my mouth and then drink water in after it. But this creatine I've had for quite a bit, and the thing about it is, like, there's some, like, there's some, like, solid bits. You see that? What the fudge? And I swallowed a whole solid bit, so going down my throat, it was, like, really not it. It was not it, I'll tell you. So it's best to just mix it in water. I don't like the taste of creatine even. People say it tastes like nothing, but it tastes like something, okay? And I don't want to drink more of it, so the thing about that is, to make it taste better, I'd drink it, but I would put like lemon juice in it, or I would put it with something else. I forgot what it was, like hot water or like tea or something, but it still tasted bad. So now I've just learned to like put a little bit of water in it and to solubilize it and then just swig it. So
I've been painting every fence I know, every color pleasing to the same. 'Cause before you go and walk away, yeah, you better know where you're going. Just like me. Yeah, you better know where you're going. I've been painting every fence I know, every color pleasing to the sight. 'Cause before you go and walk away, yeah, you better know where you're going. Just like me. Yeah, you better know where you're going.
So my upper body back workout has been kind of in tatters lately because it's just been weird because I've been trying to stop them swinging and momentum use, so I'm actually using pure muscle strength. So I used to be able to get 10 to 12 reps on my chin-ups and around 8 reps per set on my pull-ups, but because I've stopped my momentum, I've only been able to get like 8 reps per chin-up set and around 6 to 7 per pull-up set. So it's hard to tell whether creatine has had an effect. And one thing I can tell you, it is hard to add reps on weighted chin-ups and pull-ups because gravity is just so freaking strong. Once you've done one last rep, it's like you can't even like move yourself but like a 1 centimeter above the bar because your muscles are just that failure. I don't know why it's so hard to grind, but it is, okay? It is freaking hard. But I would say it's also harder to tell whether you are failing because of exhaustion or muscular failure. But I'm pretty sure it's muscular failure since we're in that certain rep range. And then, yeah. Again, we're just gonna swing it down. It's always so daunting just looking at it and wanting wanting to. I don't want to swallow this. Just daunting knowing that I'm going to swallow this and it's not going to taste good. Kind of like having a veggie smoothie, but... So, one thing that I've noticed with my creatine today, when I was doing my sprints, I felt like... Usually when I do my sprints, it's like doing the first set is like really easy. I mean, I said this before, but I could go really far in my first set. But now it's like I can sprint the first 1 to 6 to almost 7 sets. I can sprint really good. My muscles feel good and they don't feel like they're being taxed. And I feel like my muscles could sprint further and my heart slightly could, but my heart would give out before my muscles. And I've never felt that really before because usually it's both at the same time. So maybe my muscles are outpacing my heart. So that's one thing to note. I've never noticed that before until I've taken creatine. And honestly, my overall stamina has gone up because it's been 1 to 7 and not just like the first 5 or the first 3 sets where I'm only feeling good, you know? I was able to hold a longer speed for more sets, and I think that might be due to the creatine. So I haven't noticed any upper body improvements for taking creatine. What I will say though is that when I was doing my leg raises, that actually, I felt really, really good on them, like really, really strong. And then all of a sudden, I would get to rep 7 and then I'll just like flat out fail. As for biceps, I don't really feel much improvement with them. But we'll keep going as I'm measuring my creatine now. Easy lemons, and yeah. So I noticed that like my sprints are like getting so much better. I can last longer. I mean, it could be because I'm retraining into sprints, but it's like I'm only out of breath. My muscles aren't sore anymore. They don't get lactic acid in them anymore. It's just like my heart and my breath trying to keep up. So that's a good thing. I think do more research. More people should try creatine and sprinting together and see how that goes, because this could just be anecdotal. It's such a coincidental timing. Otherwise, I know I'd be like way more tired, but I'm not. I'm feeling good. So yeah. So like I haven't really felt the effects of the creatine boosting my reps at all. It's just such a struggle. Like, I know a lot of people feel the benefits, but for me it's hard to feel the benefits, especially when I'm just failing on my reps all the time. So, you know, we'll try this set, see how we feel, and see if I should be angry or not, you know? Okay, for that, my first reps definitely felt stronger, and I think with my pull-ups, it's just like, it's not, I don't know, it's just like I'm literally not strong enough to do another rep. I don't think it's muscular failure, it's like, I just can't, you know? It's not like my muscles are going, but it's like, you know? So I'm in a really weird spot with my workouts because it's like, I'm taking the creatine, but it's like I need to work on my range of motion and I need to work on having less momentum. So that's also decreasing my reps while also making it so muscular failure is coming right when muscle tiredness sets in. So it's hard to tell whether creatine is having an effect. Something I've also noticed is that I've been having a lot more liquids and I've been wazzing like 6 times a day, so that's always nice. But also something I've noticed is that like usually in the mornings I'm not like pumped up, but I have like solid muscles, and then but today for some reason when I went to look at myself in the mirror, it's like I had a friggin' saggy boob sack. And then I did my workout and then it was solid again. So I don't know if that's got to do with like the water retention thingy, but here we are going to drink our creatine. I have no idea what the hell's going on with my hair. I don't know, like, I don't know what's going on with my hair, okay? Because mom did this thing where when my hair was long, we went to this like Korean hairstylist and they know how to cut thick Asian hair. And so my hair was long, so they thinned it out so it was easier like to clean and manage. And ever since then, mom just gets the idea that I still have long hair. So when I asked her for a haircut, I said, yo, can I just have short back and sides, please, ma? And then what she didn't even do that. She like, yeah, she cut it short, but then she like thinned out all my hair, but but my hair's not long, so it's like my hair's at such an awkward stage, you know. But anyway, one thing you have to seriously consider when you take creatine is the amount of liquids that you take, because I drink a lot of liquids now because I'm overcompensating for the amount of creatine that I take. So it's like I'm having 1 liter of green tea a day, and then I almost have 1 liter of milk a day, and then so what happens? So then I go piss like freaking 6 to 7 times a day, sometimes like 2 to 4 times. Okay, that's a bit extreme, like 2 to 3 times in an hour. And then, you know, it's kind of embarrassing because my brother's there and he's like, bro, you need to get your prostate checked. And I'm like, bro, no, I'm just drinking a lot of liquids, you know, because I don't need to piss that I've never needed to piss that frequently before. Okay, I've never needed to waz that much before. It's only when I drink a lot, and that makes sense. But also, I think it's because, like, milk is is slow to digest in your system, right? Because that was my strat for when I needed liquid when I slept. But then if I drank liquid when I woke up in between sleeps when I was thirsty, then I'll need to go piss. So then what did I have? I drank milk because it's thicker, so it would go through your system slower, and then that way I wouldn't need to piss during my sleep when I woke up. So then I would just drink some milk, like UHT milk, and then go back to sleep, and then I'll be hydrated. But the thing is, I like milk so much, I drank it so much over the past 6 years that I think my body's like really good at processing milk. So it's basically water to me now, which means that when I drink any liquid now, any liquid, when I drink milk, it just goes through my system within like 20 minutes to an hour, and then I need to piss again. Same with green tea, especially green tea because it's dilutant or whatever, it makes you piss. So, so it's like I'm pissing a lot. You need to waz a lot because you need to drink a lot of liquids. But I'm a very special case because my body is used to like thicker liquids, so it just processes everything mega fast. You know, it's such a weird feeling because, like, how the fudge? It's like 50 kilogram weighted dips and like 30 kilogram pull ups. It's like, it's so weird because right from the get go, it's heavy and it's like, I'm struggling from the first rep, but then you continue to go on and somehow you get 8. Like, what the fudge? Like, how's that even possible? But like, I don't know. I don't know. I want to hit different muscle groups because those dips, I can tell, like, I want to get, like, big boobs, okay? I want to get massive boobs, okay? I want to get a really good chest. So I'm focusing on, like, those wider and trying to get deeper with my dips now that I know how to do it without momentum. And then with my back, I do feel like that pure strength aspect will do a lot better for me in the long run. So, yeah. Yeah, so definitely with my sprinting now, I think my muscles have caught up with my sprinting, so it's like I can feel the muscle tiredness, not fatigue, but just like the overall like body systematic tiredness where it's like first few I'm really fresh, and then it's like, well, my body's tired now, I can't really sprint. So my system has caught up with each other, so it's hard to tell the difference now. I haven't really noticed any minor benefits that I haven't noticed myself before because I am leaning down a little bit. So, but maybe in this, oh my gosh, damn. And maybe you can see my titties better in this, but, but, I'll probably do this for another 2 to 3 days, do my final results on my workouts, and, see how we go. So this is the last day that I'm filming this creatine thing, and I just drank some just then. But today we did burpees, like just like 20 minutes of constant burpees, just to like check my work capacity and everything. And you know what? I probably could. Yeah, I'm looking fat. Okay, I could probably do them forever, but you know I don't want to do them forever, so I stick to that. So yeah, I do need to lose like a ton of weight, which probably contributes to not seeing a lot of muscle filament gains, so that's my bad, man. But I am just your average person who just works out, so... So it's been 20 days since I started this challenge, maybe slightly more or less, but the thing is, when I noticed the difference mainly in my sprints, and that makes sense. I've read a lot to do with ATP, to do with sprinting, and I definitely felt it in my sprints, but I don't really feel it anywhere else or notice any changes where I was able to like push through an extra rep because of my, you know, because of the creatine. And maybe I was, but I didn't specifically note down it was because of the creatine. I know how my body feels when I do a rep, and at the start, yeah, but later on, maybe I just got used to it. But comparing my before and after physique, yeah, I know I'm freaking fat. I'm just a normal guy, okay? Okay, I'm not everyone's a freaking full-on fitness influencer. But looking at my changes, nothing really changed, except if anything, I think my back got smaller, and I think that's got to do with me doing less reps, but doing more quality reps where it's less momentum, so I got less volume overall. But do I recommend taking creatine? If you have the spare money for it, why the heck not? It'll definitely help you out in the long run from all the science and everything. If you're creatine lacking, you know, get some extra creatine in the muscles so you can do more reps. But if you're all for min-maxing and everything, that'll definitely help because it's been proven. Like small percentages add up over time. But yeah, I recommend taking it. You're not really. I don't feel like you're really missing out if you don't take it. I feel like you can just work out normally because I do eat a lot of protein, and creatine is in protein, so maybe my body does have enough creatine. But you're not missing out on like, oh my gosh, it's not like a natural steroid. If anything, you're not gonna notice changes like whoom, like a steroid. But anything to help optimize yourself naturally, I think I'm all for it. You know, I only am taking creatine because I got it for my birthday. 'Cause I am buying that myself. I'm not using my own money to get it myself. But yeah, thanks for watching.